Testing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay.
Can
The
we do
background
something about your video? I mean, it's a little bit hazy.
hazy because of the light. How about this? It's you need more light, right?
Can you please clean the camera with tissue or something?
No, the camera is clean. It's just the
light, huh?
the light. Yeah. Okay. Let me do something. Okay. I can go to another room, but the problem is we don't have. Okay. I can get to another room, a library. But with Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi should be okay.
Doctor, it's okay. You're great. You're fine. You don't need to go to. Yeah. No, it's okay. I think it's the lens. Does it turn? Does it have a focus?
The lens. No. Okay. No. It is from the. No. It's a laptop. No, it doesn't have focus.
Oh, okay. No worry. No. You're good. You're good. Thank you so much. And now just 1 minute. I need to pick up this phone. Just 1 minute, but I'm with you. Huh?
Okay. The better now or the same? Still light. This looks better, I think. Okay.
Yeah, it looks better. So
it is just the light behind me.
So we wait for the rest of the team to join.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do at the beginning, I'll put my video and then I will stop sharing the video, right? Or
yeah, you do the introduction, and then Dash will play the video, and then you can.
Then after the introduction, I could just hide the video, right? My video, or I'll make it minimized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Dr.
I don't have access to camera. Is that okay?
There's a technical problem, you think? Well, I see that you're connected through 2 devices. Is this?
It's complicated.
One is phone and one is the laptop.
Because my office doesn't have camera, and if I use my phone, it's not gonna be very good.
In this case, you can focus on the microphone so that we can hear your voice, and I'm sure people will enjoy hearing your insights.
Okay.
Hello. Just a question. Who has the presentation? Who's going through the presentation?
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
So you'll be going through the slides, Azadeen?
Yeah, I can show you the slides if you want.
No, I mean like during the presentation, will you go through the slides? You'll be with
Yeah,
us
yeah.
all the time?
Correct.
Oh, thank
I just need you to tell me next slide, and then I will change the
Okay.
slides.
If
Thank you,
some
man.
slides have animation, have you fixed the animation?
والله I looked at it بصراحة like this one for example.
There is one I seen that has animation.
Yeah, this one has 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, this one has animation also. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. Anyway, it's not a problem. يعني, if you know which animation, which slides have animation, you can tell me. مثلا next click.
Yeah. Okay.
عز الدين عز.
Yes.
Yeah, so who will flip the slides?
I will. You just need to tell me next slide, and I will change the slides.
Okay.
And you're also gonna do the video, right? Just to make double
Yes.
check.
My colleague Dash will be playing the video. Yes.
So as we are expecting how many attendees?
That's a good question. And I asked my colleague Tarek. 1 second. I'll tell you exactly.
Hamadi, your mic is working or?
السلام عليكم.
Alaikum salam.
وعليكم السلام.
Alright.
ما اشتغل اللابتوب والله داش بالتليفون انا.
No worries. So I'll go through the presentation.
إيه.
And if you want to go with the chat, answering questions related to admissions, أكيد, okay? And if you wanted to say something, just jump in. يعني. Feel free.
اوكي.
ماشي.
السلام عليكم دكتور أيمن.
أهلا دكتور أيمن.
الحال can you hear me
صوتك بعيد شوية، كان تقرب اللابتوب أو البي سي.
والله هذه مشكلة أنا دائما عندي صارت المشكلة هذه not sure what to do
Okay, you would like to start with your script, Dr. Arif?
Yes, but before I start, the question and answers, who's gonna... Okay.
Now,
Okay,
we agreed that will you معناتها manage, will you be
yeah, I
moderating
can
the...
manage. Sure, I can
Okay.
manage, but I need, okay, I will choose some of the questions randomly and I will ask, okay?
Okay.
عارف did you open the chat box
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone. I'm pleased to welcome you all to the College of Science and Engineering session of the Graduate Studies Open House at Hamad bin Khalifa University for the academic year 2024-2025. My name is Arif Al-Tamimi, and I'm delighted to have this opportunity to welcome you all here today. I hope you find the evening to be informative and that it helps to guide you in your academic journey. Our session today aims to connect you with myself and the faculty members to explore the unique academic and research opportunities at the College of Science and Engineering, and learn more about the admission requirement and student affairs. Our session is set to include the following: provost message, college overview, academic overview, admission and application requirements, student affairs, question and answer sessions, closing remarks. Before we begin, I would like to remind you all that all lines will be muted until the end of the session. If you have any questions you would like to ask, please share them in the Q&A box and we will follow up with a Q&A answer and Q&A sessions. I would like to start the session by playing the HBKU promo video, followed by welcome message from the University Provost, Dr. Michael Benedict.
Ms. Dash, if you can check the audio, please. Thank you. Ms. Dash, can you please play the video again? There is no audio. Thank you.
Can't hear.
So sorry for the technical difficulties. We will try to get the situation fixed.
طبيعة الدراسة في جامعة حمد بن خليفة أنها تربط المجال النظري بالمجال العملي.
دولة قطر تتبنى بخطى جادة متسارعة التحول نحو النقل الكهربائي المستدام.
Every college in HBKU does not work by itself. We are all working together.
Accessibility is important everywhere. With the World Cup, Qatar is sending a message that accessibility matters.
جامعة حمد بن خليفة من الجامعات المتميزة في مجال البحث المبتكر.
وجدت ضالتي في جامعة حمد بن خليفة. كل يوم أنا أحضر محاضرة أكتسب معلومات كثيرة.
My name is Michael Benedict, and I'm the Chief Academic Officer, or the Provost at Hamad bin Khalifa University, and I welcome you to our Perspective Open House. I invite you over the next few hours to learn more about HBKU and how it might fit your individual interest. But let me start you off with a brief introduction. Hamad bin Khalifa is a unique research university that is organized and mandated to creatively solve research problems that are critical to this country, to the region, and to the world. Problems in areas such as sustainability, public policy, human health, Islamic finance, cybersecurity, natural language processing, and many, many others. You will not find the typical departments at HBKU that you might find at other universities. Our organization is designed on purpose to be different, to be multidisciplinary, and oriented to addressing societal challenges. We are small, and we don't try to do everything. But what we do is world-class. We are primarily a research graduate university with 35 different graduate programs, but only a single undergraduate program in computer engineering. Our faculty are internationally recognized for their scholarly work and are second to none. And by this, I don't mean just a few of our faculty, but I mean all of them. There's an extraordinary group of faculty you would learn from if you choose HBKU for your graduate education. We are organized in 6 colleges at HBKU: Islamic Studies, Humanities and Social Sciences, Science and Engineering, Health and Life Sciences, Law, and Public Policy, with a variety of multidisciplinary programs in each of them. HBKU is truly a global university with nationals, residents, and international students working together and learning together. There are currently nearly 1,000 remarkable graduate students studying here. With access to our state-of-the-art research equipment and guided by our outstanding faculty, you will be in the company of the best and the brightest students in your class, who are all seeking to become leaders and scholars in their chosen field. Our classes are not taught merely by faculty knowledgeable in their field. Our classes are taught by faculty making discoveries that rewrite the textbooks. If you choose to join us, you'll be working with these faculty. If your personal goal is excellence and making a difference in the world, please explore our offerings further and come join us next year if you find a program that matches your interest. I wish you the best success in your future studies, wherever you end up, but I especially look forward to seeing many of you here next year.
Okay, we would like to thank Dr. Michael for that insightful message. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Munir Hamdi, Founding Dean of College of Science and Engineering, to share a few words.
First of all, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I want to give you, before the division heads give you more details about the various programs, a general idea about the college that we are having. So hopefully you will, by the end of this session, you will have an idea about our college, what we do, and so forth. Go ahead, please. Next. So basically, we have 3 divisions. They are multidisciplinary. like sustainable development, information and computing technology, engineering management and decision sciences. And we have other programs with other colleges like the Master of Data Analytics in Health Management, which is with the College of Health and Life Sciences, and the Master of Science in Sports and Entertainment Management, which is with the University of South Carolina. So basically we have 14 programs, except one. All of them are graduate programs, and we have been running these programs for the past 8 to 9 years. And we have been receiving a lot of very good students, and hopefully we'll see many of you joining our programs next academic year. Next, please. So right now, we have almost 400 students, maybe around 160 are PhD students, 160 are master's students, and about 80 students are undergrad students. So we are predominantly a graduate college, and we are the largest college in the whole university, and we graduate around 100 students per year. And as you can see, the makeup of the students, roughly 30% are Qataris, another 35% or 15% are international, and the rest are residents here in Qatar. Next, please. So as you can see, the makeup of the PhD, the master, and the bachelor students. So we are a research-intensive college. And as you can see from the number of applications, we receive a large number of applications from all over the world, whether within Qatar, of course, but all over the world. So that's why my biggest advice right now, please start your applications early if you intend to join our college, because we will be looking at the admission process by looking at the first batch and so forth. So we do receive a lot of applications. Please start early. Next. Another thing that I want to convey here to all the attendees is that when we admit our students, we do our best so that they excel, and they do excel in many ways, as we will show you some examples. Next, please. So whether it is in terms of publications, as you can see the numbers, our students, they publish a lot of papers, especially PhD students, because this is very, very important to them. And many of them, they get awards, and I will mention a few of them later. Also, very importantly, all our graduates, they end up working in very, very good positions and in all the major companies in Qatar, and some of them even outside. Next, please. So as you can see here, for example, our PhD students, when they graduate, they almost, each one of them on average, they publish about 6 to 7 papers per year, which is very significant, meaning that when they graduate from here, then they have a very, very strong record in order to get very good jobs. And even some of them, they submit patents and so forth. Also, another important thing is that the students that we admit, and especially the Qataris and the locals, we can apply for a fellowship from the Qatar National Research Fund, which is called a Graduate Student Research Assistantship. And each year, many of our students, they receive these grants. So in fact, between 10% and 15% who we admit, they end up getting this prestigious fellowship. Next. I mean, some of the awards, I'm not going to go through each one of them. Our students, they get a lot of local awards, regional and even international. In particular, for example, the Qatar Education Excellence Award almost every year our students, they receive that, which is very prestigious. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that when you join us, then we will do our best that you will excel in your studies here. Next, please. Again, I'm not going to go through each of these awards, but to give you an idea of the type of awards that our students got. Some of them, they got it from Geneva on an international level. Others, they got it in Kuwait on a regional level. Others, they got it in Oman. But there are many, many other awards, as you will see in the next few slides. Please go. Next, please. Again, these awards are with His Highness the Emir. Every year, one of our students receive his awards. Next, please. Again, the list goes on, so I'm not going to go through each one of them. Next, please. Next, please. This is related to Tarshid, which is done by Kahrama. We also received a lot of awards. Even our students, they enter into this entrepreneurship competitions. And as you can see, which is done by Qatar Development Bank and by the Ministry of Transport and Communications. And our students, as you can see, they get these first place awards where potentially they can start up their own companies, which is also very important to our college. Next, please. And again, because it's very important when you come here, where you will end up in terms of work. And this is just a sample of where our students end up. If you are getting a PhD with us, many of our graduates, they end up being professors in many universities. Some of them, they end up in universities, obviously in Qatar. Others, they go to the USA, UAE, and so forth. And others, they go in many other sectors. So the point that we are trying to make here, and I want to emphasize it again, when we admit students, they will excel with us. And when they excel with us, they end up getting very good jobs. Next, please. And this is some big startups within Qatar that have been started by our own students. Like this one, the App Lab, and the next one, please. This is another startup which is about a blockchain, also started by our own students. So many of our own students, they started up their own companies either by themselves or with some of our faculty members. So beyond taking courses, doing good research, we teach students that come here about entrepreneurship. If they have good ideas that makes business sense, then they can venture and they start their own companies. Next, please. Next. Another important element of the college is the quality of faculty. So the quality of our own faculty is some of the best in the world. And this is very, very important to us, and we are very proud of it. So all of them, they either graduated from the best universities, or if they are more senior, they already worked in the best university and they join us here. So right now, we have about 35 faculty members working in many different areas, and we have many others taking joint appointments. For example, they are with the research institutes here at HBKU, and they teach and they supervise our own students. So in reality, you have a pool of about maybe 45 professors and scientists that will be teaching and supervising students. Next, please. These are the research areas we work on. And these are very important areas, whether they are related to sensing, communication, networking, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, health and the human-centered research, energy and resources, water, food and the environment, logistics and supply chain management, or quantum computing. So these are very, very important research areas, not just now, but in the foreseeable future. And we have the expertise and we have the labs and the resources for all of these research areas. Next, please. In terms, as I mentioned, about the quality of our faculty, as an indicator of this, Stanford University, they publish the top 2% world scientists every year. And as you can see, about 26% of our faculty, they belong to this group. And if we compare ourselves to other very good universities, as you can see, we do quite well. So meaning that when you come here, you will be taught and supervised by some of the best faculty there is. Next, please. Also, because we are a research-intensive university, so publications, especially for PhD students, is extremely important. And here, as you can see from the numbers, every year we publish around 500 to 600 research papers. And on average, our faculty members, they publish around 15 papers per year. And obviously, the vast majority of these papers are done with the students. Not only we publish research papers, but we have patents. We do submit and publish patents, which is very, very important. Next, please. And if you compare the quantity per faculty and the quality as compared to many other universities around the world, very important university, as you can see, we do extremely well. So again, it gives you an idea about the quality of research if you come here, what you will expect from the College of Science and Engineering. Next, please. And by the way, all these numbers are public domain numbers. They are not ours, meaning you can go to the internet and you generate that. Another important indicator for especially a College of Science and Engineering is the number of research grants that you get from outside. And as you can see, we get a lot of research grants, meaning money to do our own research. In fact, on average, each faculty member, they have about 4 or 5 competitive research grants. And they come from various sources. So also this is an indication of the important research projects that we are carrying within the College of Science and Engineering. Next, please. Even we get a lot of research grants from outside and from the industry. I mean, we have research grants, as you can see, from NATO, from Samsung, from Schlumberger, and so forth. In fact, each year, our external funding is around $10 million per year, which is very high for a college which is not very big. So again, I'm giving you all these to give you assurance is that if you join our college, you will get the best education in terms of taking courses and doing research and entrepreneurship. Next, please. Next. Again, beyond publication and so forth, our faculty members and their students, they started up their own companies. I mean, these are sample companies that our faculty started, whether it is related to oil and gas, like in this specific example. Next. Whether it is related to environment, which is done by Dr. Tarek, and he will talk to he will be talking later. Next. And we have many other startups in the pipeline. The other thing is that we do collaborate a lot with the industry and the government. So meaning that many of you, when you work here on research projects, they will have some relevance to the industry and the government here in Qatar. Next. So here, I'm not going to go through each of these, but just to give you a sample of the type of work that the research projects that we do. For example, we build smart sensors and smart systems in various applications, whether it is related to health or the smart grid or oil and gas sector and so forth. Next. We design a lot of health devices. I mean, this is like a blood flow meter, which is designed internally here, everything. Next. Also, as you know, the importance of AI. So a lot of our faculty work on AI for various applications, whether it is related in this specific examples to skin cancer or diabetes and so forth. Various applications. Next, please. Or AI for disease prediction. So we have faculty work on these areas. So if you are interested in AI and you want to apply it to certain areas, we have the expertise, we have the resources and the equipment for that. Next, please. Again, artificial intelligence for example, mental health application in this case. And in this specific example, this application won the best award in the Middle East and Africa. Next, please. Again, artificial intelligence. We are working with the Ministry of Interior for accident prediction or for autism. Next, please. This is work on in terms of environment and water resources. So we generate biochar using, for example, food from restaurants or hotels in order to create a biochar, which is very important for, it's like a fertilizer for plants or and so forth. And in fact, we are exhibiting this in the Qatar Expo right now. Next. Again, other projects related to food security. We have projects related to that. Next, please. This is also related to food security, how we design smart systems and greenhouses using a lot of technology and a lot of research. Next, please. We designed a lot of application using these robots, and some like the lower robot, in fact, it is designed locally here. Next, please. And also, if you are talking about logistics and supply chain management, this is a very nice project, which is under the Division of Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Next, please. This is related to cybersecurity. We have projects using drones to protect critical infrastructure and so forth. Next, please. If you want to use AI to generate art, or we use human-computer interaction for various applications, like this is the one on the left, is to visualize Ahadith al-Bukhari. Next, please. So basically, again, the point that I listed these projects is that to give you a flavor of the type of projects that we are doing. In fact, within the college, we are doing much, much more than this. So if I listed here, I don't know, 10 or 15 projects, in reality, at any moment in time, we would have at the minimum 100 different projects running by faculty, their students, their postdocs, and so forth. So given all what I have said about the quality of students, the quality of faculty, the quality of research that we are doing, I mean, we are proud that within a short period of time, our ranking is starting to show up there. In computer science and engineering, we are ranked in the bracket 150 to 200 worldwide. Next. And for example, telecommunication engineering, we are ranked in the bracket between 75 to 100 in the world. And in many other areas, we are ranked reasonably well with the best out there. And if this is done within a short period of time, I think it gives you an indication of the quality of our college. Sorry. So I hope that I have given you a general idea about the college. We are very proud of our college. Our students, when they come here, they do extremely well. And I truly hope to see many of you next academic year. So my advice right now, if you like what you are seeing, please try to apply as early as possible. So I'll thank you, and I'll be happy to answer any questions later on. Thank you. Arif, you are muted.
Sorry. Thank you, Dr. Munir, for the great presentations and the great projects. I would like to invite Dr. Ayman Erbet, the Division Head of College of Science and Engineering, to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Arif. So today I am presenting the Division of Information and Computing Technology. My goal is to just go very briefly over our research, our faculty, and spend more time talking briefly about our programs. Next. So in terms of the ICT division, as our Dean Dr. Munir showed you, we have so many projects in AI and cybersecurity and precision medicine and health informatics in so many areas. And we pride ourselves of having huge expertise in sensory application and IoT systems, telecommunication engineering, big data applications, data processing and vision, and generative AI, cybersecurity and privacy, the use of cyber physical system and their security. We work in different applications in health, in assistive technology, in transportation, medical diagnosis, security and surveillance, smart grid, smart cities. So we are really having expertise in many areas that are very critical to Qatar and to the globe. So next, why ICT? Next slide. So ICT has a strong interdisciplinary curriculum. So we have cutting edge education. We have top scientists updating their curriculum to show state of the art things. We cover the basic theory, but also we manage to cover a lot of tools and applied methods to allow you to have an excellent training experience. So we always have opportunity for real life experience through industrial projects, through placements in collaboration with our research institutes and partners out there. We also have state-of-the-art equipment, some of the best in Qatar, and research facilities. And most importantly, we have motivated, talented, experienced, and enthusiastic faculty who are the best in their fields. Next. So if you look at our faculty profile, you will find people from different schools, from different countries, from different cultures. Actually, ICT division in the College of Science and Engineering is one of the most diverse places. Added to that diversity of countries and schools, we have diversity in terms of expertise of working in different countries, bringing a lot of expertise to the table in developing our programs and curricula. We also have some expertise coming to us from the institutes. We have 3 faculty members who are joint faculty members from Qatar Computing Research Institute. We also have 1 faculty from the College of Health and Life Sciences to help us in delivering for the medical data analytics programs. So these faculty help us augment our staff, and with their help we are able to deliver the best supervision experience and the best courses. And now I will talk a little bit about our courses. We have 5 next. We have 5 multidisciplinary graduate academic programs: PhD in Computer Science and Engineering, Master of Science in Data Science and Engineering, Master of Science in Cybersecurity, Master of Data Analytics in Health Management, and Master of Information Systems in Health Management, in addition to our Bachelor of Computer Engineering, which we will not talk a lot about today. So if we go next, the PhD in Computer Science and Engineering has a minimum of 60 credits, actually, not for 54. We have 3 core courses, 3 electives, 2 graduate seminar, and 42 credits of research dissertation. The courses include the core courses include research methods and ethics in ICT, applied data analytics, and if you are more interested in hardware, you can take the principle of computer system design. If you are going to the software side, you will do advanced algorithms and data structure. So those are the 3 core courses. If we go next, the Master of Science in Cybersecurity is a 33 credit program taught over 2 years that includes 4 core courses, 4 electives, 1 semester of graduate research seminar, and an option of a 9 credit research thesis or 6 credit industrial project plus a 3 credit elective. The core courses in the cybersecurity program are research methods and ethics, applied cryptography, computer networks and security, and security risk analysis. If you go next, the Master of in Data Science and Engineering is a 33 credit program, 2 years, 4 core courses, 4 elective, 1 graduate seminar, and similarly 9 credit research thesis or 6 credit industrial project plus a 3 credit elective. The core courses include research methods and ethics, statistics for science and engineering, advanced data management systems, and applied data analytics. Next, we have the Master of Data Analytics in Health Management. That's a 33 credit full-time program over 2 years, 4 core courses, 4 electives, 1 graduate research seminar, 9 credit research thesis, and 6 credit industrial project plus an elective. The core courses include research methods and ethics, but in health and genomics, computational bioinformatics, AI and machine learning in healthcare, and principles of health informatics. And last but not least, we have the Master of Information Systems in Health Management. It's a 33 credit full-time program, 2 years, 4 core courses, 5 electives, 1 graduate research seminar, and a 6 credit industrial project. The core courses in the information system is information technology project management, health information systems management, and information systems analysis and design. So all of these graduate programs are there for you. They have different flavors. We are really interested in the division of information computing technology to have bright students like you. If you have any questions about the programs, about their structure, and about what does it take to succeed, I'll be happy to answer it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ayman, for the presentation and for the great research projects and demonstrating the great insight about the CSE program and projects. I would like now to invite Dr. Tariq Al-Ansari, the Division Head of Sustainable Development at the College of Science and Engineering, to share a few words.
Alaikum. Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Tariq Al-Ansari. I'm an associate professor and the head of division of sustainable development here at HBKU College of Science and Engineering. Welcome to today's session. For those that don't have a background about sustainability, generally sustainability relates to the need to change the type of development that we've been accustomed to, and considering a type of development that emphasizes on the balancing of the environment, society, and the economy. It involves the needs to meet the needs of the present population without compromising the ability of future generations to meet the needs. And it's a topic of high importance in many countries, all countries around the world. Next. Next slide, please. So at the division here, Division of Sustainability, we have 4 programs. We have a Master's in Sustainable Energy and a Master's in Sustainable Environment. In addition to a PhD in Sustainable Energy and PhD in Sustainable Environment. Next. The division has been around since 2015. We have grown tremendously in the past 7 to 8 years, graduating over 90 to 100 students, accumulating millions of dollars worth of grants, huge amount of publications, probably near 1,000 at least journal publications, several patents, and this is of course driven by a very good set of faculty that we have coming from a variety of different backgrounds, of course, and we have also faculty from the Qatar Energy and Environment Research Institute, which is also part of Hamad bin Khalifa University, and together we facilitate and operate the program. Next. So we have a multi-dimensional approach to our division and how we conduct our programs, and it's in fact very unique. So if we benchmark our program and our division with programs around the region and around the world, I think we are very well positioned to conduct quite a unique and novel program and needs. And we do so by taking an approach that facilitates and supports innovation, research, training, and the industry community and the government. And our program touches on the multiple aspects and dimensions of sustainability from an engineering approach, primarily, in which we do a huge amount of technology development, but we also address economic, social, and policy dimensions. And sustainability, yes, is quite broad, but in doing so, we study and analyze our response to climate change and other environmental issues, and how we support and promote resilience as part of mitigating and adapting to many of the environmental issues that society and the communities around the world are facing. And we have similar challenges to many countries. So I think studying sustainability in Qatar is very unique, and doing so in our college is a real experience, as we have seen in the past 8 years. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tariq, for presenting the great research projects and for your department achievement.
I think there were some more slides, or
Yes.
Are there more? Okay, there are more slides. Okay, sure.
yeah, there are some more slides here. So just touching on some of the areas and some of the topics that we cover within the program include green energy, renewable energy, energy storage, oil and gas, transportation, energy production, conversion, transmission, manufacturing, pollution control and emission reduction. This is within the sustainable energy aspect. And for the environment, we have, next slide. Waste management and the conversion of waste to value-added products, water resources in terms of treatment and desalination and management, food security and agriculture, air quality, ecosystem management, urban planning, and developing sustainable built environment. So together with the previous topics, we cover quite a lot of topics within the division. Okay, next. So as I said, we have our core faculty that cover most of the topics that I mentioned previously. And in addition to our faculty, we collaborate very intensely with the Qatar Energy Environment Research Institute. And together we have joint faculty from the institute to also support and teach in the program. Okay. Next slide.
Done.
So course requirements for our masters, we have 8 classes, where 3 of which are core, and the remaining is research thesis. Together it's 33 credits, and you finish in about 2 years. For PhD, you do 6 classes, the same 3 core and 3 additional electives, and the remaining is research hours, and you should finish in about 3 to 4 years. Okay. Next. The core classes are sustainability, research methods and ethics, and one mathematical type course, whether it's statistics or advanced mathematics or optimization, numerical methods, or data analytics. In addition, so these are the core, and for seminars, if you're a master's student, you take one seminar. If you're a PhD, you take 2 seminars, one in every year. Okay, next. These are just examples of elective classes that we offer. Next. Some more electives. Okay, next. And just to emphasize that we have a very well-equipped laboratory within our building over here, able to accommodate most experimental type activities, and it's continuously improving and expanding lab space that we have here at HBKU. Okay. So that's all for me, and just to emphasize one point, that all our classes are between 4 to 7 p.m. and this is to accommodate primarily any working students who have work in the morning and afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Tariq, for presenting the department program and for the great research projects and for your achievement. I would like now to invite Dr. Hussein Karbaj, Division Head of Engineering Management and Decision Science at College of Science and Engineering, to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. It's my pleasure and happy to present to you our Engineering Management Decision Science Division. I'll give you a brief overview of our programs, our courses, and also our research areas and some of our achievements. Our dean has presented the overall statistics, and my colleagues have presented, many of the research topics that we also, you will see that in logistics supply chain, a lot of these topics are kind of tied up together, and so we do work together on a lot of projects. So our Engineering Management and Decision Science Division is made up of 3 programs, a master's and PhD program. So these are 2 programs in logistics and supply chain management. And then we have a master's degree in sports and entertainment management. And this program, it's important to mention that it's a joint program between HBKU and the University of South Carolina. This master's program started in 2020, while the master's and PhD in logistics and supply chain management were started in 2018. So our division is the youngest of the 3, and it's developing rapidly. Please, next. Next slide, please. Okay, so what is logistics and supply chain management? I think most of you have got really and understood the importance of logistics and supply chain, probably at least during the COVID period, because this is the backbone of global trade and economy. And this discipline is relative to design, to the design, the planning, execution, and control and monitoring of the flow of goods and services between different business entities with the objective of creating net value, building a competitive business, matching supply with demand, and leveraging sustainability practices. And this list is not exhaustive. So next, please. So why students want to embark on a program, either master's or PhD in supply chain management? Well, because here we will equip you with expertise and research interests in the areas of operations and supply chain management, logistics, and operation economics, with application to a very wide range of manufacturing and service industries. We also equip our students with expertise to extend to sustainability and environment modeling, sharing economy that we usually refer to as on-demand logistics, smart logistics, among other recent innovation and trade and trends within this digital era. We also focus on effective decision-making, resilient logistics systems, innovative, sustainable, and competitive businesses. And one of our aim, of course, is to support the Qatar national vision to be recognized as a regional and global logistic hub in the area. Next, please. So I said our division is still relatively small. The core faculty is made up of two components. On the left, you have the 5 core faculty members in engineering management and decision sciences, focusing mostly on logistics and supply chain. So it is myself, Dr. Roberto Bertacci from Italy, Dr. Adel Al-Omri from Tunisia, Bruno Meneses from Brazil, and then Professor Nazir Aydin joining us in January from Turkey. On the sports and entertainment management side, we have Dr. Camille Aswar and Dr. Christos, so they are both full-time here. And of course, we have a pool of faculty professors that join us on a regular basis, year in, year out, from the University of South Carolina. And our team is supported by a few postdoc researchers and some joint and adjunct faculty. Next, please. So what is really the philosophy of this program, Logistics and Supply Chain Management? As you can see in the middle of the figure that you have, we're dealing with this backbone of the economy, with managing the flows, either physical, informational, cash, etc. And therefore we have to deal with a lot of data, and therefore data science for us is very, very crucial. And it's from there that we extract knowledge and insights from structured and unstructured data. To be able to do optimization modeling, this is to solve complex models to find the best possible sets of actions, to be able to manage the different components of the supply chain, either on the upstream, downstream, or within the inter-facility flows. And then we, because some of these optimization they relate to some very complex models, and therefore we work on a lot of developing heuristics and optimization and approximation that need to be validated by simulation. And so this is kind of the third important element that we focus a lot in our philosophy of teaching, which is the computer-based modeling and analysis on how a new design process would perform in real life, putting to different stresses through different scenario analysis. Next, please. Okay, so some of the research interests that we are focusing on, depending on the interests of the faculty and also the topic that we're dealing with. So we have a lot of research going on last mile challenges, be it crowdsourcing, ride sharing, crowd parcel delivery, and by extension to all the problems related to transportation and vehicle routing problems, and how do you optimize that, etc. And also at the bottom, you'll see that we also focus within this area on the green and sustainable supply chain design, and also on the interaction between human and machine, plus additive manufacturing. And of course, in the downstream of the supply chain, we do a lot of research on warehousing, inventory management, and designing the physical distribution. Some of the applications, and we're lucky to be working with some of the companies here in Qatar in the field of oil and gas industry, maritime and freight shipping, aviation and port management, food supply chains, e-commerce, healthcare, entertainment and sport industry. Next, please. So for the program requirement, so now I'm still talking only about the logistics and supply chain management program. So, so I said we have two programs, the MSc and the PhD. For the MSc, it's a 2-year program with 3 core courses, 5 electives, 2 seminars, 3 research follow-up on the thesis for a total of 33 credits. And for the PhD program, here again, it was not updated, but in fact, the total number of credits is 60. And then the research follow-up is 42 credits. And then with 3 core courses and a few elective courses to select from a whole series of different courses that we offering. Next, please. Okay, so some of the courses, the core courses, we have typical courses on optimization, modeling, and methods, supply chain management, research method, and ethics. These are the core courses that are required both for master's and PhD students, and on the elective side, so the students have to pick the needed credits from production and operation management, advanced topics in supply chain management, facility and transportation management, industry 4 in manufacturing, supply chain and services, advanced topics in supply chain management, modeling and optimization and supply chain management, among others that the list is on the website. Next, please. On the Masters of Sports and Entertainment Management, I said this is only, for the moment, a Masters of Science, and it's a 36 credit hour program that is designed to train students for management and leadership roles in the sports, entertainment, and venue industries. And again, I remind you what I said earlier. This is a joint program with the University of South Carolina, co-taught and even co-supervised for their projects. And we also have the possibility of doing a thesis. And again, this is in line with the Qatar National Vision 2030 of economic diversification, getting away from carbon-based economy. And also to contribute to Qatar positioning as a major hub for international sports and events. Okay, so next, please. The program requirements, so students, they have the option of doing a non-thesis track, and so they need to do 7 core courses, 4 elective, a comprehensive exam for a total of 36 credits, and it will take about 2 years. The thesis track is 7 core courses, 2 elective courses, a dissertation counting for 6 credits for the same total number of credits, 36 for the same period, about 2 years. Please, next. The different courses offered, in this track, core courses, there's venue management, management of services, sports law, sports finance, sports marketing, statistics, business analytics, and some of the elective courses. This list is not exhaustive. Seminars on the Olympic Games, sports entrepreneurship, sports media and broadcasting, e-sport, field project, independent studies, and so on. Next. Okay, well, I'm done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Lucine, for presenting the department program and for your great projects. I would like now to invite Mr. Muhammad Hijab and Mr. Muhammad Al-Muhammadi from admission to provide us with an overview of the admission process.
So, hello everyone, I'm Muhammad Hijab. Muhammad Hamadi is helping you in the chat box in the questions and answers. After we heard today about the different programs that we have, the curriculums in the College of Science and Engineering, as well as the quality of our faculty, quality of our students, and the quality of the facilities in general at HBQ and at the College of Science and Engineering, it's time to check the admission requirements. So the first step to apply, to check if you should apply for a master's level or a PhD level, is to see your background. So if you have a bachelor's, if you have completed your bachelor's or currently doing your bachelor's, you should apply for a master's degree. If you finished your master's degree, you can apply for a bachelor's or a PhD. But in short, you cannot apply for a PhD without the master's. So make sure if you are applying for a PhD degree that you have completed your master's or currently doing your master's degree. Applicants who are seeking admissions to the College of Science and Engineering, they should prove that they have a strong academic records. How do you do that? You should submit your transcripts. We check usually your GPA. The minimum required GPA is 3 out of 4. I see some familiar names in the participants, and I know that some of you have already applied to the programs. If you have a slightly lower GPA, we would still recommend that you should apply, but these are the minimum requirements that are mentioned here. Let's see what else. So if you're applying for the PhD programs at the College of Science and Engineering, you must submit a valid GRE test score at the time of the application. A valid GRE test score is a GRE test score that's been done within the last 5 years. However, if you're applying for the PhD program in computer science and engineering, you do not have to take the GRE. If you take the GRE, it helps your application. If you're applying for the master's programs, you take the GRE. I saw someone in the questions also ask about GMAT. If you're applying for the logistics program, for example, and you took the GMAT, it helps your application, but these are not required. So the programs, PhD programs that do require the GRE, you must take the GRE, are the PhD in Sustainable Energy, PhD in Sustainable Environment, and PhD in the Logistics and Supply Chain Management. That's for the College of Science and Engineering, of course. So applicants with the prior research are also, of course, preferred, especially if you were applying for the PhD program. Next, please. So this is also a common question that I see in the chat. You're asking, like, I have a bachelor's in so and so field, and can I apply to this program? This is actually a list which you can take a screenshot of, or you can see it on our website. We have all the different programs in the College of Science and Engineering and what kind of field of study is required. So what kind of background you should have to apply for these programs. As Dr. Munir mentioned at the beginning, these are all multidisciplinary programs. So we do accept students from different fields, from different disciplines. But mainly if you have, let's say, computer science engineering, a computer science degree, or a computer engineering degree, or so on, you may want to consider more the ICT programs. We still, even if you don't have an engineering degree, let's say you have a business degree, I see here, or finance, economics, and so on, you can apply for the logistics program. I see also finance in the sports and entertainment management. So make sure that you check the required field of study for the program when you apply to, so that you actually fit the program. Next, please. So what should you do now? You've chosen your program, hopefully from the list that we've said so far. Even if you're not sure, you're still indecisive between at least like 2 programs, and so you can apply up to 2 programs through our website. So you just have to go to hbku.edu.qa/admissions, fill out the online application, and upload the required documents. So what's the process? You go to the website, you click on apply now. I think it's on the top right corner. And you create an account with us, you have to activate it, and you start filling out the online application. The thing about the online application starting this year, there's a lot of automated communication between the admissions department and the applicant. So as soon as you create an account, you receive a code to activate your account. If you started an application, you didn't complete it, you will receive automatic emails about completing your applications. So, and I believe also Dr. Munir at the beginning, he showed us the number of applications that we receive every year. It's increasing and it's a lot. So we really emphasize that you should start filling out your applications as soon as possible and try to complete it as soon as possible. Don't wait till the deadlines that I will mention in a bit. So you started your application, you filled out the online information, you clicked on submit. A few moments later, you will receive an email and a notification on your application telling you what kind of documents are required. And these documents are based on the answers that you filled in your application. For example, if you're a resident or a Qatari, a local, you will be required to submit your Qatari ID, for example. And if you're applying for a PhD program, you have to submit both your bachelor's and your master's transcript. So these documents that will be required, they depend on the answers. I'll go through the documents. We require the academic transcripts and grading scales. Grading scales are required if your GPA is not out of 4. As I mentioned, the minimum is 3 out of 4 for admissions. So if your GPA is not out of 4, it's a percentage, or it's out of 20, or it could be a letter grade, A, B, C, or some kind of classification, second upper class, or so on. So you need to submit a grading scale that describes what kind of grades are given in your university. So mainly you can find grading scale at the bottom of your transcript, sometimes at the opposite side, at the back side of your transcript. Sometimes you can just ask your university as well to provide you with the grading scales, and usually the student affairs or some kind of department in your university will give you this document. So all of the programs that were discussed today, are taught in English. So you have to show your English proficiency. How do you prove your English proficiency? You can take the TOEFL or IELTS. The minimum score on TOEFL is 79, and the minimum score for IELTS is 6.5. If you studied in English, or if you have your previous degree in English, or if your first language is English, you can get an exemption for that as well. The GRE scored for some PhD programs that I've mentioned earlier. A personal statement would be 300 to 500 words. You would describe why you would fit in this program, anything that you want to tell us as admission or the faculty members that is not professional enough to be in your CV, or you did not answer in any of the questions in the application, you may mention it here in the personal statement. Some identification, your CV as well. And there are 2 places where you should fill out for referees. So you fill out the information for your referees at the end of the application, and we will contact them to submit the recommendation letters. So make sure that you contact the referees when you apply, and make sure that you always go back to your portal and check if the referee submitted your recommendations or not. If a referee is not submitting your recommendation for some reason, you can always change that referee, go back and change it. But as soon as we receive the recommendation letters, then it's done. Next slide, please. The admission deadlines, which we should not wait for. So we should not, the admission deadline for the international student is February 1st. But again, do not wait till February 1st. Try to submit your application as soon as possible. The referees part takes time. Finding all the documents and submitting all the documents take time. Sometimes you may submit a document that's not clear. The application will go back to you that you have to submit a new document. Sometimes you would request another referee or something like that if they're not inputting all the required information. So make sure that you submit your application as soon as possible so that all your documents are ready at least before the deadline. The admissions deadline for Qataris and resident applicants is March 24. This is the deadline for application for funding for Qatari and resident applicants. And the applications for funding will only be open to those who applied before March 14. Again, even if you're Qatari or a resident, you should submit your application as soon as possible. Definitely do not wait till March, because the admission process and finding all these documents will take time. Next slide, please. So let's say you have some questions for admissions about your application, about the admission requirements, or so on. These are the different emails that we have for the different divisions, the 3 divisions that we presented today. Make sure that you submit email the right division, and you may contact us through email mainly. I prefer when you contact us that you mention your application reference number, which you can find on the top left side of your application portal. Next slide, please. Okay, before we move on to the student affairs, I just want to confirm from Dr. Lausin. Dr. Lausin, you have a comment to say about GRE?
Thank you very much, Mohammed. This year, we have applied to our dean and to the provost to remove the requirement of the GRE for our PhD in logistics and supply chain management. And the reason is that we get a lot of business students who are applying, and they were really handicapped by that. So it has been approved by the dean and by the provost.
All right, thank you, Dr. Lausin. So if you're applying for the PhD in sustainable energy or sustainable environment, you are required to take the GRE. Otherwise, it's recommended, but it's not required. That's it for the admissions part. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, admission team, for the insightful information about the admission process. And thanks to all the presenters who answered some of the questions in the Q&A. Finally, I would like to present the following video to provide you with insights into student affairs.
قسم المشاركة الطلابية في إدارة شؤون الطلاب هو أحد الأقسام الداعمة للطلاب في جامعة حمد بن خليفة، والذي يسهم بشكل كبير في دعم الطلاب وإشراكهم وإخراطهم في الأنشطة غير الأكاديمية. هناك أنشطة رياضية، هناك أنشطة ثقافية، هناك أنشطة تعليمية، جميعها تكون خارج المنهج التعليمي، ولكن كلها يصب في النهاية نتائجها تصب في النتيجة التعليمية لكل طالب.
كل سنة الفرق عندنا عددها يكثر. عندنا لحد الآن 6 فرق رياضية، فريق كرة قدم فئة بنين، فريق كرة سلة فئة بنين وبنات، فريق كرة طائرة بنين وبنات، وعندي فريق فئة شباب كريكت.
احنا طبعا نتواصل في إدارة شؤون الطلاب من خلال إدارة التواصل المجتمعي وشؤون الطلاب مع الجامعات الشريكة الموجودة في قطر فاونديشن من خلال ما يسمى بالكارير سيرفيسز اللي هو الخدمات المهنية. قمنا في السابق في موضوع اللي هو المعرض المهني كارير فير. أيضا عملنا في السابق برنامج كان لقادة المجتمع، دعينا فيه معظم رؤساء الشركات وأيضا بعض الوزراء للتعرف على الجامعة وتعريفهم ببرامج الجامعة اللي تطرحها.
احنا في إدارة شؤون الطلاب نهتم خاصة في ناحية العلاقات المجتمعية، كتوقيع اتفاقيات، كزيارة الشركات الخاصة والغير خاصة للتعريف على جامعة حمد بن خليفة، وتواصل اتفاقيات من ناحية توفير فرص للطلاب أو للخريجين، أو أنك إذا شركات أو القطاع الخاص عندهم مثلا وجهات نظر كالتعاون، ممكن احنا نخدمها تحت إطار اتفاقية أو تحت إطار اللي هو تعاون مشترك ويانا.
Okay, this concludes our session. We will now go through your question shared for the question and answer session. I've seen some of the presenters answered some of the questions, so we're gonna select some random questions and see if we can. I mean, the questions that are not answered, to see if we can answer them. I've seen some of the questions. They're talking about the. Okay, here. Apply for master. Okay, am I eligible? This I think her name is Shaita. Am I eligible to apply for master degree in sustainable environment if my previous study was architectural engineering?
Yes.
Yes, that's a short answer. Okay, good. Okay. This Hamid Abbasi. I'm currently exploring PhD opportunities at HBKU, Qatar University. I'm particularly interested in thermal spray coating research and its application. Is this related to our work? No. Okay. So it's not relevant. Okay. Another question from Sameh. Is it appropriate for the civil engineer to study in the specialization of sustainable energy at your master stage?
Yes.
Okay, that's another short answer. Good. Okay. 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 For material science, oriented research, what program would you recommend for MSc or PhD?
Material science.
Sustainability would be relevant.
Sustainability. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay, a question. Most of the question Dr. Ayman have answered, I see. Okay. Okay, about the scholarship. Is there a scholarship available for the master program? And what are the criteria?
I mean, typically for master programs, we give tuition waivers. And basically, all what I tell the students right now is, please apply. When you are accepted, then we will associate the appropriate scholarships, if any, with the admission process. So typically, in terms of the scholarships, is in the form of a tuition waiver for master students.
I see. Okay, now the question for the admission: when will we be informed about the decision of acceptance, and when does the fall 2024 starts? If you haven't answered that question.
Yes, of course. Regarding the calendar, it's more detailed calendars on our website. The fall semester usually starts in August. The exact dates on our website, honestly, I don't know it, but it's on the website. You can definitely go and see.
I mean, typically it's in the 3rd week of August.
Exactly. So that's the typical answer. Regarding the admission decisions, so usually what we do, that the admissions office receives all the admission applications, and you go through the admissions screening, making sure that you come from the right colleges, you have the right degrees, you have the minimum requirements, the English proficiency, and so on. And then it will be sent to the college, and the faculty members would choose from you. We try to get to you as soon as possible. You should be able to see the updates regarding your application on your, again, on your portal, so you can log in and see if the your file is now with admissions, it has been reviewed, it was sent to the college, and you will receive an email, a communication email at each stage of the admission process. As soon as the college or the faculty members choose their students, you will receive a decision as well immediately. So you just need to apply as soon as possible, and just be patient until you hear back from us.
Okay, thank you. Another question about the TOEFL and IELTS requirements. Will this the TOEFL requirement, will this requirement be waived for PhD CSE program if degree awarding university provides proof of English as the medium of instruction for previous master or bachelor degrees?
Yes. That's the short answer. So you should upload that in the English proficiency part in the application. Upload that you've studied in English, and it should be waived. We may go back to you and ask you to get a document from the university, or we may even ask you for an interview or to do the TOEFL or IELTS. But for now, for the admissions part, just make sure that you upload the documents, and we will contact you in case anything is wrong with your document or anything is missing with your application.
Okay, another question. Can I get admission in master in sustainable energy after doing bachelor in environmental science?
Yes.
Yes, easy answer. Oh, good. Okay. What are the requirements for applying for a scholarship at HBKU? I think you've answered this question. The requirement for applying of the scholarship. I think Dr. Munir, he answered. He said you get the waived, right? 80% or 100%. That's what you receive.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on whether it is master or PhD, and it is a competitive process. We'll try to honor tuition waiver or full scholarship to many as we can, but it is a competitive process.
Okay. Okay. Another question. Okay. This Zakir or Rakur, Allam, he has a 16-year experience in telecom engineering, and he want to apply in a master degree in sustainable energy or supply chain. But he hear there is no scholarship in master degree. If that's true, then expert people will not. Okay, that's his comments, I think. Okay. Okay, we'll go for the next one. Okay, how can a student be a visiting PhD student? I mean, can someone be a visiting PhD student here?
Yeah, it is possible, but they need to find the right professor here that can work with them and all that, and they submit the information to the college. Then it is possible. We have done it before.
Okay, thanks. This is for Dr. Tariq, I think. Can a student with bachelor engineering, chemical engineering, apply for a master degree in sustainable environment?
Yes.
Yes, another short answer. Okay. This Maria or Myra, she has a 2-year bachelor degree in commerce and incomplete MBA with 3 semesters completed. Can she apply for a master in sport and entertainment? Do we have sport and entertainment here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we do. Yeah. Yeah. No problem. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. Does GMAT certificate add strength to the application? Of course.
Well, maybe for us in logistics and supply chain management, we kind of waive the GRE, but if somebody submitting either the GRE or the GMAT, we'll be looking mostly to the analytical part because of the complex problems that in terms of research we work on. So definitely will help if especially somebody has a GMAT of 680 or 700, that will be highly,
Sure. Okay. If I apply in a specific master program and got accepted, is it possible to transfer to another master program, or should I have a new application?
No, we have the possibility of transferring within programs, but I mean, we look at, for example, grades and so forth. So, but it is possible.
Okay. Okay. How many questions should I ask? Because there are so many. Should I go through all of them, or I select some? I mean, can you bear with us for those questions? We'll see. Okay. Is it possible to be accepted into renewable energy master scholarship if my study is at the bachelor stage in civil engineering? Short answer, Dr. Tariq.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. What are the requirements for MBBS from CBSE School of Qatar?
Can you repeat the question?
What are the requirements for MBBS from the CBSE School of Qatar? The abbreviation CBSE, I think it's okay. No, sorry. Okay. Okay. Does the PhD program of sustainable environment have thesis and non-thesis tracks?
PhD?
I don't think so.
No, of course, that has to have a thesis, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Applications deadline and residency requirement. Okay. I'm a foreign national currently based in Doha with Qatari QID. Which deadline will apply for my case? 1st of February 2024 international application or 14 March Qatari resident application? This is a tricky question.
If you have a residency, you have a Qatari ID, you're a resident.
Then it's residence, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So, okay. So this guy, he said, I think we answered this guy before. He
Again,
asked
don't
again.
wait till the deadline. Don't look at the deadline. Where you're
Sure.
resident or you're international. Make sure that you submit
Sure.
that.
Okay, material science oriented research. Which program? Okay, listen. He asked the question again. I think we answered. Does experienced master degree students get family housing? Does the student get the family housing? He's an experienced. I don't know why experienced, but a master student, do they get family housing? Does anyone have the question answer? No.
If they get scholarship that
Yeah.
covers the housing, then there is family housing within the university.
Sure. Okay. What kind of discounts and scholarship do you have for Qatar residents for the master program? Okay, we said the waiver, right? That's the discount, the waiver, the 80% or 100% waiver. Okay, for the Qatar residents. Okay. Then, hello, thank you, Dr. Tariq. I've done, okay, this is for Dr. Tariq. I've done my master degree from Qatar University in College of Environmental Science Department. My question is about elective courses of PhD. If I took same course in master degree, I have to take it again. Is there an option for equivalency of courses?
So, so if somebody took a course at the master level in HPKU and they transfer to the PhD, especially core courses and even elective, they don't have to take the same course. They can take more dissertation and thesis hours instead.
Okay, so you get exempted from the course. Okay.
Yeah,
If it's not elective.
Yeah, if it's core or elective, you just need to take
okay.
more thesis credit hours instead of taking courses.
So for a core, he has to take a core, or for elective, he has to take elective, right? I mean, yeah, okay. So, okay, letter of recommendation must be from professor from the university, or can it be from American university professor who taught me during my an intensive course? I mean, it should be anyone, right?
Yes. Typically, it would be a professor from the university, but we have applicants who have graduated 20, 30, 40 years ago, so they couldn't be in touch with their professors. You can have a recommendation from your job, from your work, from your supervisor. If you have someone who taught you an intensive course and he knows you and he wants to recommend you for the degree, of course, you can ask them to submit the recommendation as well.
Okay, this one guy says my question is not answered. I just want him to ask the question again if he didn't answer his question. Okay, could any host answer? Okay, can I get admission in Master of Sustainable Energy, having background with bachelor degree in environmental science?
Yes.
Yeah, we said yes.
Yes, we said yes, right? Some of the audience, they repeat their questions. Okay. I'm not intending applying stable engineering program and I want to ask if okay. I'm not interested in applying for the master degree sustainable program, and I wanted to ask if it would be possible to join a research program at Kiri. That's different. That's for Kiri. I think this question should be for Kiri, right? Or the master program. Okay. Asking the question again. Since it's not answered for material science oriented research, which program would recommend? Master in material science and BE in biomedical engineering. I think we answered this question. Okay, we'll go next.
Can I ask I pick some questions for you also? What are the steps to apply for JISRA funding? Can we apply alone or do we need to find advisor first? So for JISRA, when you go through the admission process, the person that helps you in the admission will either help you apply as a faculty or will route you to the right faculty to apply with. You need to apply with the faculty member as a mentor for you or as a temporary mentor until you find your mentor. You write the application together and submit it. But this happens when we identify top students that are shortlisted and we invite them to apply with JISRA. There is another question about funding. Does QCRI provide funding for HBKU students? Maybe we should ask Arif about that.
Okay, so the funding, I mean, they used to, but not anymore. Actually, there was a program like it. I mean, for funding for students to finish their master degree or PhD through a program we had at QF, QRLP. It was called QRLP, Qatar Research Leadership Program, which was suspended. It was suspended a few years ago. So no, I don't think
still funded by QCRI. But it's very competitive and you need to reach out to them maybe as part of the submission.
Okay. At QCRI, I think we just, at the moment, we fund only the interns, right? If you, like, when you finish your program, I mean, when you are in your last year of your program, I mean, you can get into QCRI or KIRI or KBRI for an internship program, where you can get some experience from the researchers at their departments. That's what I think. But about funding, I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, there is one. There's one lady from Sudan. She gave one question in Arabic. Should I say it in Arabic or? Nabiha من السودان. Sorry. Okay, I'm Nabiha from Sudan. I applied. I'm translating. I applied for the sustainability program, and I would like to be accepted. She studied engineering and I would say oil engineering and technology. Is she going to be accepted from her previous في المنحة قبولي في in the, I think in she needs a sponsorship with her previous study and I couldn't translate. Okay. Go ahead.
I may, Arif. Nabiha, you may apply. You've already applied, and you have a background in petroleum engineering. That's fine. You can be considered for admission in the Sustainable Development Program. Now, if you have any more questions regarding admissions, I see so many of you are sharing your personal information. Please don't share your CGPA. Don't share your scores in chat. Don't share where you come from or someone. Just, you can send us an email or you can fill out the online application. I've already shared the emails which you can use for to contact admissions. And so many repetitive questions as well. So we'll try not to focus on that.
Yeah.
If you have any more questions, we've already covered funding. We've covered the admission requirements. So if you have any specific questions about your own case, please send us an email or contact us through your portal, and we'll try to answer all of your questions. Just make sure, again, the last message, that you should submit your application as soon as possible, and so that you have time to get the required documents for admissions. That's it, I think. Arif, or you want to add?
Yeah. Okay. No, that's it. I think we finished the question and answer. We tried, as you mentioned, answer all the question, and most of the other questions are repetitive or very specific. I think they can email the department if they have any concern.
Yes.
And thank you very much, all the presenters, for attending for your program, and thanks for the audience for being patient with us, and thank you for the questions, and thank the presenters for the answers. And we would like to welcome all the new students to HBKU in the next academic year, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.